Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. There you go. Do you recognise the singer on that little track?
Is it you?
Absolutely.
I knew it was you. You sound Irish.
I sound Irish, do I? Well, I don't know why.
I think isn't that because of Omnipro being based in Ireland?
I really don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, we have Zoe Lacey-Cooper. Hello, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
How absolutely delightful to see you. I do love your sign. Looks like you spent. It looks like you spent ages getting it up there and having it in the right position.
I put it up there about 2 minutes ago. I think it looks all right, doesn't it?
Absolutely superb. So what is it all about? So tell us a little bit about yourself, Zoe, and what is CPD Store?
Well, I am known as the woman in the blue blazer, but I've kind of changed into the woman in the teal blazer due to the branding colours of CPD Store. But I actually used to, and very proudly, used to look after Accountex, that little show, that little accounting show that you may have heard of, that's run in London and Manchester. And I did 6 to 7 wonderful years on Accountex. Wow. And decided to go client side just over a year ago, where I now work for CPD Store, which is powered by Omnipro.
But still staying in the wonderful space of accountants and bookkeepers.
Of course,
which is fantastic.
Yeah. It's funny, Ashley. You know what? I've been in events and media for 23 years. I have probably
You don't look old enough.
I know. Thank you so much. I've served about 11 different vertical sectors, from nutraceuticals to baby to food, ideal home show. I've done all of it. And funny enough, I used to do a really, really cool show called the Nordic Organic Food Fair. I mean, it's so cool, isn't it?
The what?
The Nordic Organic Food Fair in Sweden.
Wow.
You don't get cooler than that, do you? And then they, and then the events industry, the events company I work for, said, "We've just acquired a show called Accountex. It's about accounting." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And you know what? I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. They kept trying to give me like, "Oh, do you want to launch another show? Do you want to move here, there?" And I'm like, "Nope, I just stay in accounting." I absolutely love it. And the reason why I love it is because it's entrepreneurial, it's quite progressive. I know accountants don't think they are, but their interest to learn the technology, the tech stacks, the cryptocurrency, it's just that entrepreneurial spirit, and they're a lovely bunch of people. Ashley, you know this.
Absolutely. I've been here 15 years, so that's the thing, isn't it? And I literally just having a chat with one of my clients today. He's got a Kickstarter, and this Kickstarter is sort of like, well, I'm not sure what I want to do, blah blah blah. And I said, if someone had said to me when I was 16, 17, 18, whatever, this is what an accountant does, then I would have signed up to be an accountant, and I'd have been a jolly good accountant, because accountants aren't in the numbers business, they're in the people business. But the thing is, we've got this archaic view of what accountants are. And so when I was a kid working out what I wanted to do, I didn't even think of accounting, because I didn't want a suit with those little round things on.
I love that.
But that's the thing. That's the idea you get in your head. But you know, you've changed roles, and you're sticking in a place where you can still work with the lovely accountants and bookkeepers.
And they're just so nice. I've never genuine friends as well.
Charlie's just come on and said hello. So you know, they are friends. So here's the killer question. You've been running Accountex and sorting it all out from the other side. What was it like from our side then? What was it like actually exhibiting and all that sort of malarkey? It's so strange,
because you spend your whole year. For those that don't know, the Accountex team are an exceptional bunch of people who spend and dedicate their whole year to that 2-day show.
Wow.
In London. All year. all year round. And so there's a lot of emotions and stress and lots of things to organise from that part. So then for me to then be an exhibitor with CPD Store was really strange, because I was feeling like normally we'd put together like the exhibitor manual, you know, when you have to order your furniture and all that stuff. And we used to put the manual together, but I never filled it in. I never actually did the forms.
So will it be better next year then? Have you given them some feedback?
I was quite surprised on how easy it is. And obviously the team was just so good. They're so supportive on all levels, like any operational questions or marketing or the sales. They're just such a great supportive team. But actually being on site, oh my gosh, I was buzzing. It's the nice thing is because I wasn't running around, because I'm normally on stage. I used to be on stage a lot. I used to love being on stage, introducing all the key speakers. So I missed that a little bit. But actually what was the good bit was I was able to walk around the show and meet up with people.
Take it all in.
Watch sessions I've never seen before. Go to most of the exhibitor stands. I did a really funny swag off podcast live. So myself and Andy North from Tax Account went around and grabbed all of the best merch, all the best swag from all the stands, and did a bit of a swag off competition on who was doing the best swag. So I never would have got a chance to do that.
No.
But being an exhibitor, it's seeing how the accountants actually engage in what you're doing. Like, they're really interested. Like, it's great for fact finding as well. This sounds like an advert for Accountex now. But, you know, being there as a brand, trying to build your brand awareness up, you know, the fact finding information, just having that communication piece directly with the accountants was just exceptional. It was just exceptional. So yeah, I had a brilliant time. And I was able to go to the after parties as well, because normally we're too busy on site. I went to all of the 5 after parties.
5?
Yes.
Have you got over your headache now?
No, I always stop drinking at 8:30. That's my rule.
Oh, good for you. Wow.
There you go. That's my tip.
I'm impressed. So while we're still on the subject of shows, we've got the Digital Accountancy Show this time next week, haven't we?
Yeah. Dan Cockton and James. Oh, and James have done such a good job on that. It's going to be really, because it's going to be technical led. And then actually in the accounting space, as you know, we use the word technical for subjects like tax, VAT, financial reporting, auditing. But actually the word technical is also used for technology, which is where DAS Digital Accountancy Show, abbreviated to DAS, will be focused on. And that is technology and forward thinking and crypto and all that kind of real progressive stuff. And are you going, Ashley, yourself?
I am interviewing a couple of superstars on the fireside chat stage. So I'll be grilling them, finding out, you know, how they are, where they are, what they do, what they don't do, what they like, what they don't like, and stuff like that. And I've got a lot of questions ready. We've had a little pre-meeting. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I've got Phil Ellaby. And nice. I've got Francesca Tricario and Charlotte as well. Yeah, I know. I cannot wait. I'm going to be fangirling, if that's a thing.
Is anyone else listening coming to a Digital Accountancy Show? It'd be like, I'm not exhibiting, actually, sadly enough. I'm only visiting this time around. But again, it's just so great just to be back to in-person events, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, CPD Store. We know how long you've been working with accountants and bookkeepers, but what challenges do you see them having at the moment?
It's recruitment, isn't it? Oh, I've been doing some judging for the Accounting Web Awards. And actually I had a category that was really heavily involved with training and the apprenticeships. And some of the accountancy firms focus on training school leavers and apprentices is outstanding. And the underlying reason why they're all having to do this is that the future of the talent of the accounting profession, because recruitment is so hard. It's just so hard, and getting people, you know, specialist tax experts, but just the accountancy profession it's tough out there on a recruitment level. And you can see, you know, small and large practices, the amount of investment they're making into apprentices and the training and all the development they're doing is just outstanding. The award category I was judging, I was blown away, because I was like, there's doing training and supporting, but they were just taking it to another level. It was just another level. So I think that's the main challenge. But the other one, I think, obviously, I mean, MTD is old school now. We used to pretend that was a challenge. I don't think it is, to be honest with you. Is AML. That seems to be on everyone a hot topic at the moment. Like, it's all keeping the accountants up at night, I think. Bit of cybersecurity, and obviously crypto, getting your head around crypto. And anyone listening as well, if you're worried about it, the beauty of it is it's just always knowing who you can recommend if you don't know it in detail. And that's the key, isn't it? I don't know all about the crypto, but I know who to recommend you to if you want to talk to someone about it. So I think they're the main challenges at the moment, Ashley.
Yeah, no, the recruitment thing comes up all the time, but I don't even think it's accountants. I think it's everywhere. I don't know if you've seen the news about the pilots and flight attendants and everything else. So I think everyone's struggling at the moment. So not good, not good. So is there anything that you can do to help any of our accountants and bookkeepers with what you do with these challenges?
Well, I think with CPD Store, so for those that may not know, I don't want to turn this into a pitch because it's a fun interview, Ashley. But CPD Store, we offer is the technical, it's all online CPD training, but it's all the technical. So everything you need to know about tax, VAT, financial reporting, AML, cyber, all that kind of stuff. And we're trying to not so that we're going to be a CPD ticky because it's everywhere, it's free, everyone can get it. It's kind of like, I and my team need to know our stuff. Where can we go to learn that might be slightly enjoyable, decent speakers like Rebecca Bennyworth, and where we can actually learn what we need to do our jobs better. So to answer your question, how can CPD help is, we can't help on recruitment, unfortunately, but we have, in our library, we have video on demands covering, how to, debate the Great Resignation debate. There's a lot in there at the moment in the library about AML, money laundering. We did one the other day about the intro to crypto. So in terms of those kind of challenges, I think CPD Store's just making sure that we're getting the right content in there. So when it comes across your desk, you're like, I want my team to be updated on that. So we've got some live ones that we do, and also the video on demands as well. So.
Yeah, perfect. And that's the thing you say. You say these practices are bringing on these new apprentices and training them, stuff like that. Plugging into what you do means that's one less thing that they need to worry about, because then that's keeping an ey on everybody there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like that. Nice tie in there, Ashley.
But that's fine. I get this accountancy thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's taken me 15 years, but we got there in the end, didn't we?
You did.
So what's your top tip for accountants and bookkeepers right now?
Oh gosh. My top tip is to go to as many accounting in-person events as you possibly can. And the reason why I say that, not because I come from an exhibition background, and obviously I'm a massive fan of Accountex, but actually, the Digital Accounting Show and Accounting Web Live and all the other in-persons, you can do so much in that day. So you can check out your technology. You can go and have a little chat with the technology you currently use. You can listen to speakers like Ashley's session that's coming up, go and listen to people and sessions and experts, experts in their field. But also it'll kind of maybe hopefully inspire to get back to the practice and put a plan in place to make things better and scale. And I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it? It could be, it could be anything technical like tax and VAT, but also how you can readjust your pricing, or how you're going to review your AML, or, but in that moment, that one day event, you can learn, you can network, you can chat amongst your peers, you can meet up with your friends, you can negotiate a better price on your technology, you can find new technology. Where else can you do that? I think it's excellent. I absolutely love it. So that's my advice, I think.
No, I think that's a great tip, actually, because I ask these questions to everybody that comes on this show. And everybody comes up with different suggestions, but I think that's a really good one, because, like you say, you don't know what you don't know. But if it's all in one place, it is so easy to go and find stuff out. And one of my clients I was chatting to yesterday is going to the Digital Accountancy Show, and what do I need to go and see? So we quickly looked at the program and broke it all down. And I thought, well, this will be a good one for you. Annoyingly, two of them are on at the same time, so there you go. But the thing is. And I said, just go down. And then if you've got a gap, have a look at the exhibitors and go and chat to somebody that you want to know, and message them now and say, look, I've got a gap between 11 and 11:30. Is there any chance that I can book some time with you to come and have a chat with you? You know, and the exhibitors there are incredible. So yeah, why not?
But
You know,
from a software perspective, you know, you're like, you got your software, you think you know everything about it. Imagine a 5-minute conversation with an account manager that could teach you, like, you know, just one little tip to change, you know, the way you use your software. But also, I think people forget, and I'm very lucky because of where I am in the industry. But you know, we're surrounded by accounting influencers who've got so much knowledge to share, and they are all at these shows. Speaking for free. It's free. Speaking for free on every element of your practice. And I just think it's wonderful. It's for free. And I think in most cases, you think you get CPD as well. So even better.
Yeah, no, and this is the thing, right? And the other thing that you're gonna get when you go to these shows is meeting other accountants and bookkeepers. And I think that is important too. When I first started out in accountancy, nobody wanted to share anything. But today, people are really helping each other to, you know, get a leg up, get a hand here and a hand there and what have you. And so, yeah, these events are just incredible ways of doing that. So yeah, no, super duper. So what's your best story of how you've helped an accountant or a bookkeeper?
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, I've actually, there's a few things. The most important one is actually the speak out campaigns that I used to do for accountants. I used to speak to, you know, in our, you know, our networks. I'd speak to these accountants and I'm like, they know their stuff. They're really inspiring. They're really good. Why don't you speak? Why don't you get on stage? You're really, oh no, I'm not sure. And it came like, we do this call for papers. We used to do a call for paper at Accountex, and it was kind of the same speakers. And I was like, where are we going to get these new people from? So we did this kind of speak out campaign, and also for the women as well. A lot of women speak out campaign, where we were trying to encourage. We created a little smaller stage, and just said, let's 20-minute session. Just jump on and talk about something you're passionate about. Just see how you feel. We worked with a lovely lady called Alexandra Bond-Burnett who did training to build up their confidence of speaking. And I put this little campaign together. And there's a couple of speakers that came out of it. Now, I can't mention all of their names because I don't want to take credit for all of it. But it really helped advance the reputation and the confidence of quite a few of those people. And I think that's one of the nicest things I did is I gave them a stage, I gave them a platform, I gave them the confidence, and to do that. And now they're sharing their stories and helping other accountants. And for me, that's an absolute win all round. So.
Yeah, no, I love that. I do similar with open mic. I don't know if you know what open mic is. So it's like karaoke, but you have to play a guitar or something. And you see these people that have just played guitar in their bedroom. Or in the front room, or to their wife, partner, husband, kids, whatever, and they come up on stage and they have a go and they, oh my God, I love this. I really love this, and it must be amazing, when you talk to an accountant or a bookkeeper and say, oh, you come and do this. Oh, I can't do that. And then like a rabbit in headlights. But then you're there in this. You've got 2 minutes. Really? I'm enjoying this. Let me stay. Can I do another one?
Once you've done it, it's fine.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
And then again, Alex did some great. She did lots of online training, and then we gave them feedback and nurtured them, and it was great. And what it did is it did bring out some new speakers. With different content, and particularly for those that start up accountancy firms and bookkeepers, actually, because that's a real tight community. And again, I just love watching, sole practitioners and single working bookkeepers come on stage and talk about their stories, and now all these people watching them, they're like, oh, these people were listening to me. I'm like, because you got a good thing to share, and
absolutely.
That's why it makes me feel good. You can tell I just feel really good about stuff like that.
No, I think that's absolutely superb. So what challenges have you got in your new role?
Well, when you're working on quite a new brand like CPD Store, and you're up against some really good other CPD providers, and the fact that CPD is free everywhere, that can be a bit of a challenge. We did strike lucky working with Rebecca Bennyworth. For those that know Rebecca, she's a massive tax expert. She's an absolute tax queen, and she draws in an exceptional crowd for us. And and HMRC as well. So I think what we're trying to do is just be a bit different. We don't want to be boring, and we want to try and make it interactive. Look, not try and reinvent the wheel either. It's a Zoom online webinar, but it's just being interactive, building that community piece, making people feel they can ask a question and it not be laughed at. But also the amount of chat and interaction we have that goes on in the background with these Zoom calls is brilliant. And I think that's what people quite like. So we're just trying to make it simple, and just make as many people aware that this is what we do. We're CPD Store, we're all online, and that's what we're doing. So that's kind of where we're at the moment.
And how can people join in with these Zooms and get involved and stuff like that then?
All right. So sometimes we do free webinars. That's where we built up our membership, because they come on, they like us and join up. We do free ones with HMRC, for example, which is really good. But we actually have a CPD Store Club membership at the moment. So if you head over to the website, just along here, I don't know which direction I need to point now.
There it is. You can see it.
And you can have a little look at what CPD Club does. It's £37.50 a month per person. All you can eat CPD. I love that terminology. That's what it is. You can. We do live webinars every Tuesday, Thursday at 10. Like you, Ashley, you have your regular webinars at the same time. You know what you got. And I think accountants like it because they're like, well, I want my team to have access to training, but I want to be able to keep a bit of an eye on it. So then they plan them in 10 o'clock on a Tuesday or 10 o'clock on a Thursday. It gets them kind of keeping an eye on what they're doing. It encourages them a bit more because it's live, and it's regular. So I think a lot of our accountants really appreciate that part.
And by logging in and stuff like that and coming and watching, I'd get a little tick next to a box. So at the end of the year, I could turn around and go, there, I've done all my CPD for this year. Is that how that works? Yeah,
so all the certification on CPD is auto-certed, and we're currently working with our tech guys to literally, I said this to you before, haven't I, Ashley? Imagine this at the end of the year, you just clicking a button and then a PDF document appears with all your CPD hours on it. And that's in production, which should be done next month.
Perfect.
So that's something we're working on. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So how can people get hold of you?
Oh, you can get hold of me on LinkedIn. I'm Zoe Lacey-Cooper on LinkedIn. I'm at Twitter. You can we're on social as well, so at CPD Store. And that's actually a really good place for you to find out when we're doing our free webinars as well, particularly HMRC and things like that. But head over to the CPD Store website. You can actually register. So we'd keep you updated with what we've got going on as well. Get hold of me on there if you like.
Fantastic. Or next Wednesday at Tottenham Hotspur. You'll be at the Digital Accountancy Show.
Yes, I will be attending Ashley's session.
Excellent. Cheering on at the front. Yes. You're only going there because of Phil and Francesca and Charlotte. That's all it is. But again, Francesca is an accountant that I worked with. Again, I just found her quite inspiring because she was quite confident on social, and I reached out to her and said, look, you've got some good messaging. Have you thought about doing this? She's a fantastic lady. That's fantastic. It's a good program. Looking forward to it. No, it's absolutely superb. So final question. What did you want to be when you grew up, when you were at primary school?
I want to be an air hostess.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was born in the 70s, late 70s. So it was the Jim will fix it era,
okay.
and
you can't say that now.
I know. And everyone wanted to go on a plane, didn't they? Everyone wanted to go on a plane and get the medal and be an air hostess. So that was kind of it, I think. Or a vet. It was either that or a vet. Very different.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you, Ashley? Has anyone ever asked you that question?
Hey, that's a good question. I don't think anyone has, but Radio 1 DJ. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, yes.
I would have been really good at that, but I went to my careers teacher and he said, no, you've got to get a proper job.
Although, however, did anyone make it to the Iris after party at Accountex? Chris Moyles was DJing on the yacht.
Chris Moyles?
I got a selfie with Chris Moyles.
Oh, there you go. That's a name from the past, isn't it?
It was a great Radio 1 DJ.
Yeah. But the thing is, right, but I am almost doing it with this, eh? So there you go. Yeah.
Chris Moyles didn't get a fancy border, did he?
He did not. He did not. You like that, don't you? So for Charlie is going to come and see us. And Vishali is a member of the other Zoe, because there's two Zoes in accounting. You know that,
Oh,
don't
Zoe
you?
Whitman, she is an
So Zoe,
absolute
Zoe
diamond.
and Joe, Zoe and Joe. Chris was good. Chris Moyles. You were there as well, Kirsty. Like, you're getting all the secrets out now. Yeah. So Zoe and Joe are going to be there, and there's a bookkeeping hub. So I might be.
There is.
I might be hanging around there for some of the day as well. To
Again,
catch up
Dan Cockerton at the Digital Accounting Show has really worked closely with them to create that hub for. I think it's great. And again, what Zoe and Joe have done, I don't know if you've been watching them, Ashley, but they're linked. They have a Facebook group that is just growing like you wouldn't believe.
I'm involved. I'm involved. I do coaching with the bookkeepers.
Well, that's a testimonial for you right there, Ashley, because watching the increase of followers but they have a raving fan community, Ashley,
yes,
which is the
absolutely.
most unique thing. You can't plan it, you can't pay for it, it just happens. And Joe and Zoe have got this magic formula, and it's an absolute joy to watch their success. I have to admit, it's been wonderful.
So you'll be coming around and fangirling with me there as well, then.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Excellent. I can't wait till next week. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you so much for being on my show. And if anybody wants to get hold of you, then we know where to go now. So absolutely fantastic. See you, everybody. And I will see you when I'm back, because I'm not sure whether I'll do a show next week, but I might just do a swag off with Zoe.
Hey, let's do a swag off. That'll be good.
See what happens.
We can do that, actually. Why don't we do that? That'd be fun.
All right. We'll see if we can organize it. Cheerio, everybody. Thank you so much. And
thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.